Jean-Étienne, go ahead.
Bonsoir Jean-Jacques. Quelles sont les nouvelles des joueurs annoncés incertains pour la sélection nationale? Steven Sabah, Leverton Pierre, Alex Christian, Dukens Nazon. Y en a-t-il? Est-ce qu'il y en a parmi ces joueurs qui sont forfaits? Et quelle est la situation?
Bonsoir Jean-Pierre.
So what is the situation for these uncertain players? So with regards to these players, 3 will be with us this afternoon. Dukens, Leverton, and Alex will be in the group. And with regards to Steven, there's a diagnostic to be established with the medical staff. We will know more this evening, but it's his participation in tomorrow's match is compromised.
Calapierre, go ahead.
Hello, this is Caleb from Haiti Tempo. It's the 7th match that you're the head of the team, and you haven't aligned 11 twice. Why? What's the reason behind this? Jean, Caleb, good evening. With regards to, I already said it earlier, we don't have the control of we have small pains, and the health of players is not in our control. And to have Alex already who left with pains, and Dukens with pains, and Leverton also with pains. This explains that during these 7 matches, we never had the same players available, so that makes that continuity is compromised. But we have a wealth in the group which enables us to find ourselves again every time we do make changes. Manon Medina, go ahead.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. Hi, Coach.
J'ai pas bien compris la question, mais je vais quand même essayer. Je pense qu'il a voulu parler.
I didn't really understand the question, but I think he talked about the Bermuda or us. It wasn't clear, but what we have learned about a match, when talking about the adversary, we did very good things. We need to be more to ascertain ourselves, but these are things that we are working on and improve the relationship between our players. Right now, we are very optimistic.
Gabby Joseph, go ahead.
Gabby Joseph.
Salut coach, c'est Gabi.
Hello, coach. This is Gabby Joseph. After you've listed all the difficulties, the pains, and should Haitian fans, what should of Haitian fans should expect? We play to win. We play the sports to transmit our passion, to show our and to share with the public some very rich emotions. And this cannot happen only through continuous results and victories. We know the importance of this competition for us in Haiti and for the area. It's a competition that we need to grow our players and to improve this selection. So it goes through good results and a victory tomorrow for a participation in this competition. Thank you. Caleb Pierre, vous avez la parole. Coach, this is Caleb. You're going to play with Bermuda. You already played in 2019 for the Gold Cup. You won with difficulty. In 2021, how are you going to tackle this match? Yes, yes. It's a team that we took time to analyze, but we focused on our own players. It becomes very important that we continue to do what we did. This is a team that we have watched play against Canada. That was one of our adversaries. We saw them play against Suriname. We saw them play against Barbados. And it's a team that is difficult to master. You mentioned in 2019 it wasn't easy, but now we have the quality, the arguments necessary to respect it, but still take over, and we can work and still move on. Emmanuel Merson, vous avez la parole. You have the floor. Good evening. I don't know if you remember me. My name is Emmanuel Merson. I work for Bolsneuf. The Saint-Vincent, you beat them 6-1 if we analyze it. Saint-Vincent and Barbados. Saint-Vincent is weaker, and Bermuda, you gave 8 goals. You're not scared of this team. I won't go into this dispute. Adversaries are very different. If you want to do the parallel, I can tell you that they took 5 scores against Canada, and we lost at 0 at home. Jean-Pierre Etienne for Radio Ibo. One question, Jean-Jacques. What's up with Donald Guerrier? I know there was a return possible in the selection for Donald. And this match, do you feel more pressure on the players? Because it's how mentally the pressure. No pressure. Again, we have a very good atmosphere in the group, and that developing, and that trust each other without being overly complacent. But with regards to Donald, it's okay for the player to come, but the club told us that there was a sanitary problem in Cyprus, and according to the Ministry of Health from Cyprus, no one is authorized to leave the country. So the competent people at the federation level will do the follow-up necessary to get more information. Gabi Joseph, you have the floor. Again, Jean-Jacques, this is Gabi, Total Mix. If you did not qualify for Haiti, would that be a deception and disappointment? And with the participation of the fans in all, does the team and the technical staff, are they happy about the presence of the fan? With regards to the fan, we're very satisfied. It goes much further than the soccer. We find a normal situation, even if we have to continue to take precautions. We're starting again to share emotions with the public, and we know how important the Haitian public is important in the stadium, and we need it because when we are together, more we will be able to do things and get this qualification. I don't think about it. We will play to win, and not be qualified would be a disappointment, personal, that first of all, and for the group. This is something that we don't even think about. We know we have a match to play. We have to prepare a match against an adversary that we are getting to know better, and we have work, and we have the tools. We have what is necessary to be qualified.
From Emmanuel Merson.
Emmanuel Merson for Bolsneuf. Coach, information seems Donald Gaillard will start again to work for the selection. All the conditions he asked for, are they solved? And the second part of the question, can you give us an idea of Oscar Allier for tomorrow? With regards to Donald, I already said it tomorrow. Earlier, if he doesn't come with us, it's because the club won't let him. Everything that happened since May 25th was solved, and for the 11, no, we cannot today. With the players that must train today while preserving them for tomorrow, it's not and I heard that Nazon is very active as a third goal for Haiti. Do you think you could get to the first position as to score goals for Haiti? Hello, Gabby. The look, no, nothing has to do with. It doesn't have to do. I just colored my hair, and with regards to my objective of a personal to score goals personally, I'm happy because I really entered a little further in the country's history. But today, what is more important is a team. We have objectives, collective objectives to fulfill, but we failed for the World Cup. But there will be others, and tomorrow we'll have another one to qualify for the Gold Cup. And I think that is most important. If the team will be good, it will be easier to get this first possession as an attacker. I can't say it's one. Of course, it's one of my objectives. So I need to have the means to succeed. Jean-Etienne has the floor. Good evening, Nazon. Jean-Pierre Etienne for Radio Ibo. My question is related to the Gold Cup. In 2015, you scored, in 2019 also, and Haiti has one match to play in that competition. Do you feel a pressure, special pressure, before this match? And the second part of the question, the Bermuda, they have a special history with the discourse in after the 45-minute limit. So do you take this match personally as something very important? Good evening. No, I don't. There's no pressure. I don't take it as a pressure. The group, everybody understands that tomorrow is a qualifying match, so it's a final. It's a anticipated final. And when the Bermuda, I don't have anything against them. Last time, before, I was very reserved. I wouldn't talk much, but now I had to talk because this was overwhelming. I reacted in the lockers, and the performance that we were giving, did not reflect our image. It's not the Haiti that I knew. So I had to talk, but I have nothing against the Bermudas. Tomorrow is a final, and a final is you don't play it, you win it. So we'll do everything to win it. Gabi, Total Mix. A few months, you said. Your contract is over now. You don't have any engagement with the club officially. Does that mean after the Gold Cup, Nazon would be in the MLS, and among the players who are not well, what is your health status right now? First of all, with regards to the MLS, of course, it's a lead that remains interesting. For now, I'm free. I have contacts with clubs. Clubs have already come to me, but MLS also. So we've started discussions with some clubs. After that, we'll see what the future holds with regards to answer the question with regards to my physical health. Last time I had a small problem, a hydration problem. It was cramps in my leg, but now it's better. So I will do everything impossible to be ready for the next objectives. Hello, Caleb from Haiti Tempo. The national selectioner uses several positions as left or winger or center midfield. So what do you think, which position is more useful when attacking? To answer this question, I'm a player, I'm offensive, I'm an attacker, so we also have a position that we prefer. I have to adapt. I feel well in the front. I have no preferences, left or in the axis. As a free electron, when I'm in the front, I feel I'm happy, and that is what is important. Good evening, Ernst Duclos, Média Tout Côté. My question, the coach, the Bermuda coach said it's a dead declaration. He's been waiting for 2 years to get it, for it to. So how do you take this, that they're looking to get their revenge, to get the better of you this time? This declaration is really doesn't. They have the right to wait to get. They were leading 1-0 during the first match against them. So of course, at the end of the match, if we can reverse the flow, it's probably something that will hurt. But tomorrow is a final that we have to play. I hope everybody is aware of it. That's it. We will have to play and win, as I said. That's it. Hello, good evening, Nazon. I'm Emmanuel Masson for Gold Neuf online newspaper. You have a new look, and you have, and during the eliminatories, you have the Ronaldo challenge. So in 2015, Duquesne Nazon was the sole player who made 2 goals, who brought the selections in the second turn. Let's say that tomorrow you beat Bermudas, that Haiti is qualified for the Gold Cup. What does that mean for you? Good evening. Tomorrow, as I said, I will repeat, we will need to win, and then it will be my 3rd Gold Cup, I believe. So it's always something positive for a professional player, because we want to play as many competitions as possible, international, with our own country. Representing our country is even better, and it will be an additional competition, and very exciting, that I would like to live with my country.
Yeah, good evening. Yes, obviously we're up against Haiti. We played them 2 years ago. Felt we should have got something out of that match. So we'll be up against them. Like you said, it's a one-off game. We have to leave everything on the pitch, give it all we got.
Earl Baston.
Hi, Coach. Obviously, we have played them, as you said, 2 years ago. What did you learn about them, and over the last 2 years, that you can actually try to attack a weakness that you've seen in them?
Yeah, looking at them, we're looked at their tapes a couple of times, and they're strong. They play a couple different ways. They can wear you down with the ball. They wear you down without the ball. So we just have to be mentally ready and know the areas that we want to attack them. And, we're doing some work on that, and hopefully we get it right. We take our chances, You know, the last match, we didn't take our chances against them. We're hoping that we could take our chances this time.
Michelle Kaufman.
Hi, Coach. I want to ask you, I hope I missed the first question, so I hope you didn't answer this already. Haiti has a huge local following. There are a lot of Haitian fans, a huge Haitian community in South Florida. Can you talk about that and what kind of atmosphere you expect for this game?
Yeah, I expect the atmosphere to be good because, like you said, they have a huge following in this area. I mean, we're used to it. Other teams having more spectators in the stadium, but that's no problem for us. We just have to be ready, mentally ready, physically ready, and willing to fight for it.
Paul Nicholson.
Yeah, hi, Coach. You mentioned you didn't take your chances last time. If you had taken them, it would have been quite different. I mean, two parts to this, really. Obviously, Naki is crucial to that with the goals that he was scoring. He's had a great season in England, and he's obviously brought that immediately with him into your last game. Is he the only, do you see him as your best option? Can you score goals from elsewhere? The second question is, do you think you are much improved since the last time you met Haiti? Is that going to be a bit of a level up if the Barbados game would suggest that?
Yeah, I think we have other players that can score, yes. Naki, he scores bulk of our goals, but there are other people that are willing to score, to step up. You know, we had a couple players that didn't play the other night, so they wouldn't know anything about them. So, yeah, we have players that can score. And, yeah, what was the second part to your question?
Paul, go ahead again. Can you ask your second part of the question?
Do you think you are a better team than when you last played Haiti?
I think we've got a little bit more experience. Yes, we've been together for a longer period. We didn't have this team for the World Cup. You know, we had made 10 changes from our World Cup squad. So we brought more experienced players back. And our players understand how we want to play. So, yeah, I think we're a little bit more experienced.
Thank you.
Ernest Duclos, go ahead.
Yes, good afternoon, Coach. I'm Ernest Duclos from Media Tupatu. But my question for you, play your last 5 games, the result was horrible. And then recently you said you was waiting for 2 years to play against Haiti. That's mean to take your event. So there is some change on your squad, or you have some change on your squad?
I don't quite understand the question.
Okay, your last 5 games, the result against Suriname and some other team was very bad. Is it the same team that play against Suriname that's gonna play tomorrow against Haiti?
No. No, that will not be the same team. If you look at our team against Barbados and our last match, that's 9 different players from that game.
Earl Boston.
Coach, again, after the other night, how do we look to shape up for this particular match as we've spoken already that it's considered a final?
Yeah, I mean, we had 2 sessions since our last match. You know, we'll put that to bed. We know we need to come out and do it all over again. It's going to be a tough ask for us. We're going to ride our luck a little bit. We need to ride our luck a little bit, I should say. But I want that, you know, we're going for the victory. That's what we need to do. You know, play front foot football and may the best team win.
Any further questions? Earl Boston, last question.
Coach, I asked you some time ago about that hunger look, and it looked as if it had returned the other night. Now you've had these 2 training sessions. Do you see that hunger look in those players' eyes now?
Yes, I do, and I especially see it from the players that didn't play the other night. You know, they look hungry, they look ready. They're pushing the guys that started. So that's what we want. You know, everyone fighting for a spot. You know, expect a few changes tomorrow.
Zico, you've had kind of a start at Charleston Battery throughout for the early part of the season, but how does that shake you up to be prepared to help Bermuda move into the group stage of the Gold Cup?
I mean, it helps me in a big way. When I started off pretty strong with my team, so I got a knack for scoring and being around the goal more, which I feel like it's improved over the years as time's gone by. But also the fact that I'm already started my season and I'm a couple of games in gave me my match fitness that I was looking for, that I needed to have in order to perform at the level that was required of me.
Michelle Kaufman.
Hi, can you talk about what you expect from Haiti? What are the biggest challenges that team poses for you? Thank you.
Well, Haiti has a lot of threats. You know, they can attack from wide, they can attack through the middle. So we expect them to come with a mixed bag. Same way how we can switch up our tactics when we go, I'm sure they can do the exact same. So I think this game's going to come down to really a game of who wants it more, whether it's who's going to do that one extra sprint. So at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter how they shape up because we still have to play them no matter how they shape up.
Andre Yanis.
Hi, continuing with the last question, I wanted to ask you what was the most interesting thing you saw from the games. I'm sure you had an opportunity to watch the games on Saturday. And would you say that this is one of the most interesting games we're going to have tomorrow between you guys and Haiti because of the way that you guys played? Thank you.
Well, no matter what game we play, we always want to have an interesting game and we want to go out there and stamp our authority and our identity, really, in whatever game you play. We're a free-flowing attacking team. We want to get out there and do the exact same thing. It's pretty much the Bermudian way.
Any last question? Earl Baston, go ahead.
Zico, how important is it for us to get a good start tomorrow, possibly an early goal to settle those nerves and kind of put them on the back foot?
It's important to start every game on the front foot. You know, it kind of dictates the way that the game will go. Getting an early goal will be a bonus, but if we can put them under pressure, it allows us to build more confidence over the game. So just gotta go out there and do what we gotta do. Because if we get an early goal, that's only gonna propel us. But we can't, that's not gonna be our end goal. Our end goal is to win the game. So you can start as strong as you want, but if you can't finish out the game, it makes a big difference in the long run.
All right, one last question, Michelle Kaufman, go ahead.
Hi again, one last thing. What would it mean for you personally and for the Bermuda team to win tomorrow and make the Gold Cup field? Can you just talk about the big picture?
Well, from our last Gold Cup, we still have a little bit of a bitter taste of it. We feel like we could have gave a lot, not gave a lot more. I think we gave everything we had, but we feel as though we could have done better. So making it back's something that we really want to do, for one, but also for exposure for our country. Not only is it getting eyes on our country, but it encourages the younger people to come out, support, and want to follow in our footsteps, give them a role and an opportunity that some of us haven't had before. Just getting eyes on the island is going to help us progress and grow as a footballing nation.